So these are like the geopolitical videos I tend to like, where it has like a bit of nuance between India and America. Since my wife is, well, from India, of course. And again, I always say I would know nothing about India if it wasn't for my wife. Why? Because I'm America, and why would I care? It's best just to be honest, right? It's best to be honest. I just wouldn't care. I wouldn't have any stake in it. And of course, I would have never been introduced to excellent cinematography. I'm gonna be honest. I would have gone on without ever seeing Bahubali or Bahubali. I freaking loved as well, or like RRR or KGF or like I would have never seen them. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, I really enjoy the mix between American and Indian culture. But this is after saying all that, this is why Telugu people are everywhere in America.
This is Dallas, United States.
No, it's not. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
And these are not videos from Andhra Pradesh or Telangana. This is happening inside the United States of America. Bonalu, Batukamma, Shankranti, Ugadi, all these Telugu festivals are being celebrated openly there. In fact, the state of Georgia officially declared the Telangana Heritage Week for the Batukamma festival. Frisco, Texas celebrates the Telugu Heritage Day on the birth.
That's okay. That's okay. So again, if you have the right, like get the right from the city, you have you go to the police station and let them know you're closing off this road, and this road for this, because the police need to be there to control traffic if you're doing like a parade. If you do all that, perfectly acceptable. Perfectly acceptable. Because like what happened in Canada was they were just raiding the streets. They're just raiding the streets because that it was a holiday or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna do this and then the one after this, because this just on top.
Day of the Telugu superstar NTR. Over 1.2 million Telugu people live in the United States today, and that makes them one of the largest regional Indian communities in America.
I'm not a fan of that though. I'm not a fan when people kind of close themselves off into a community. I like it where they spread out and then they'll all meet up for like a festival or something, but they all live in like, some will live in like this suburb over here, some will live in like this area over here, some will live in like the concrete jungle over here. I prefer that other than people just living in one, well, like Whitechapel in London, where it's all the Muslims are in one spot. I'm against that kind of thing.
Cities like Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, and the Bay Area, Telugu is spoken almost as commonly as English inside the Indian neighborhoods. There are Telugu temples, Telugu associations, Telugu movie releases on opening day in a grand manner, even Telugu fan clubs for movie stars in America. Dallas is being literally...
No. We don't need that hero worship here in America. We just got rid of that garbage. We don't need that garbage here. We don't need people worshiping these moronic actors and everything they do. We don't need that. Shut that down.
Called us Dallas Buram by
apparently they're built in their communities. They're having those people who hero worship actors, American actors. It's like, no, stop that garbage. Stop it. They're human beings. They're going to rot and die like everybody else. Don't worship them.
Telugu people. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, Adobe CEO Shantanu Narayan, IBM CEO Arvind Krishna, so many Telugu minds are ruling the American IT sector. After Hindi, Telugu is the second most spoken Indian language in the United States. In Hyderabad, there is literally a temple where people go to pray for the US visa. I'm not even exaggerating. The temple itself is called Visa Balaji Temple. Why?
Do you need to go there? Yeah, you probably got it beforehand.
What are so many Telugu people doing in America? How come the entire Telugu blood became obsessed with America? To understand this, we need to go back to the...
Yeah, it is just Indian version of Swifties, sometimes aggressive. Yeah, well, Swifties are absolutely crazy. But then again, they're morons, white female morons primarily, worshiping a singer. Why? And then they go up on stage like the moronic Billie Eilish saying that, oh, you can't be an invader on stolen land. What? How moronic can you be? All land is stolen in the end. There's no land that hasn't been fought and bled over. None.
1990s. At that time, the world was suddenly hit by a big fear. Y2K, the year 2000 problem. Most computer systems stored the years using just 2 digits. So 1999 was written as 99, 1998 was written as 98. So people feared that when the year turned to 2000, computers would read it as 00, which could mean 1900 or 1800 or anything. That one small error could crash banks, airplanes, hospitals, power grids, and the whole US and Europe got panicked. They urgently
Yeah, I remember that stupid thing. I remember that whole Y2K nonsense. But not really, but like people were panicking. It's just like, it's just a number, a computer. What does a clock do? It constantly just, it was just like, it was people who know nothing about technology fearing about somebody who knew nothing about technology speculating. So the people who knew about technology were like, well, what is past 1999? 2000. It's just
needed millions of software engineers to fix the old code before January 1st, 2000. Hiring engineers in the US was extremely expensive and time was also running out, and that's when India entered the picture. Indian engineers were strong in mathematics, fluent in English, ready to work long hours and much more affordable. So American companies started outsourcing to India. Infosys, TCS, Wipro, they all got massive Y2K project, and Indian engineers worked day and night. They fixed the bugs. So when January 1st, 2000 came, the world did not crash. India quietly saved the global tech system. But after this, the American companies realized that Indian engineers were more reliable and more cost effective, and that trust became the foundation for the India's IT boom. Now, this is where things
Yep, it's easier just to get a H-1B visa and hire an Indian worker than it is to get an American that doesn't know anything.
it really changed. In the early
What?
1990s, Andhra Pradesh
Well,
was
not
not
anymore,
known
yeah.
for IT at all. The state mostly depended on agriculture and government jobs. But then Chandrababu Naidu became the chief minister in 1995. He understood one thing very clearly: the future belongs to technology. His vision was simple: bring the global IT companies to Andhra Pradesh, build the world-class infrastructure, and prepare the local students for software jobs. This led to the creation of the high-tech city in Hyderabad. At first, people laughed at him. Many IT buildings were completely empty. No companies were interested. Many people openly said, Bangalore is already there. This will never work. Who will even come to Hyderabad for software? But then, Chandrababu Naidu got a few minutes to present Andhra Pradesh IT vision to Bill Gates, the CEO of Microsoft at that time. In those few minutes, he convinced Bill Gates that Hyderabad
Questionable meeting now. Questionable meeting. it's yeah, it's funny seeing all this stuff after the fact and realizing so now so many like the funny thing is those files are in the entire world basically has people in those files. Everyone who ever had like a relationship with anyone in those files is going to be put up to question as well.
had a future in technology. And as a result, Microsoft opened its first foreign branch in India in Hyderabad. And this single decision changed everything. And later, Chandrababu Naidu also convinced Bill Clinton to visit Hyderabad in the
Okay, definitely in those files. Definitely in those files. You had Bill Clinton. You had Bill Gates. I think Bill is just a cursed name. Let's just say that. Let's just say Bill is a cursed name. No one named their kid Robert. That is Bill, right? That's Bill? No, William. William. No one named their kid William. Robert's Bob. No one named your kid William.
year 2000, and this visit gave Hyderabad a huge international attention and credibility as an IT destination. After this, Hyderabad started attracting more global companies like Google, Amazon, and many others, and that is how Hyderabad and Andhra Pradesh slowly turned into a major IT powerhouse. Once IT companies started coming to Hyderabad, they needed people who knew computers, and Andhra Pradesh already had one big strength: families who believed in education. For many years, Telugu parents truly believed that studying well could change their life. Many people were ready to sell their land just to educate their children. When IT entered the picture, this belief became even more stronger. A new dream entered the Telugu homes. My son or daughter should become a software engineer. In the early 1990s, Andhra Pradesh
Yep. I remember that from 3 Idiots. That He wanted to be a photographer, but no, you're going to be a software engineer. You're going to be a software engineer, but no, I want to be a photographer. I want to be a nope, you're a software engineer. I gave you an AC for your room. We are dying in heat because you're going to be a software engineer.
Had less than 100 engineering college, only a few of them, less than 10%, actually taught computer-related subjects. But after IT became popular, things started changing very fast. By the early 2000s, more than 60 to 65% of engineering college started computer science or IT-related courses. By 2010, Andhra Pradesh had more than 700 engineering colleges, one of the highest numbers in India. Before the IT boom, only 8 to 10% of students actually chose computer science or IT-related courses. And after the IT boom, 25 to 30% of students started choosing these courses. And in cities like Hyderabad, it went up to 35 to 40%. In simple words, the IT boom did not just bring companies to Andhra Pradesh, it changed how students studied, what colleges taught, and created one of the strongest IT talent groups in India. And that's why even in India, in all the IT offices, you will see a major chunk of Telugu people. And once the IT boom settled in India, a new dream slowly started growing, working in the United States. For many Telugu engineers, the US was seen as the final goal: better salaries, global exposure, and a better lifestyle. Large numbers of Telugu students started going to America for MS in computer science, and after studies, many entered the American job market. The H-1B visa became their main gateway, and estimates show that 40 to 50% of Indian H-1B visa holders in IT are from the Telugu-speaking communities. Over time, they started settling in specific cities like Bay Area, Dallas, Houston, Seattle, and Atlanta. And among all these, Dallas became very special for them. So many Telugu people live there that memes started calling it Dallasburam. If you go there, it honestly feels like a Telugu neighborhood. In all these cities, Telugu people did not.
That's not a good thing. I'm against that. I'm against that. You shouldn't go into a place and completely convert it. You should go into a place and accept how it is. I don't mind if people live their certain way in their house. Perfectly fine, but if you try to change an entire community, it becomes a problem. You become a cancer in the nation. It grows and multiplies and develops. I mean, it's always good to have more culture and more things introduced. The problem is when they isolate themselves and try to recreate their nation on another nation's soil. That's wrong. That's wrong. It isn't an embassy in Dallas. It's a city. It's a city. You shouldn't try to create Little India in Dallas, Texas.
Not just work and live quietly, they built their entire communities there. Like Telugu associations were formed, Telugu temples came up, cultural events like Ugadi celebration, Shankaranti programs, and even Telugu schools for children started. As I said earlier, there's even a temple in Hyderabad popularly called as the Visa Balaji Temple.
Temple, fine, as long as they're not building massive statues, but like the festivals in schools and things like that, no, absolutely not. There's no place for that in America. None. It's fine if like a community wants to start up something like that, but in the school system itself, it's just no.
People believe if you perform a wish ritual there, you'll get a US visa. Almost every Telugu movie releases in the US theaters. Telugu people are among the biggest theater-going audiences there. There are fan associations for Telugu heroes even in America. For many parents, sending their child to the US became their life goal. Ask any average Telugu student what's the same. Most common answer you'll get is, oh, I want to become a software engineer. I want to go to abroad. I want to do MS and get an IT job. But what a lot of people ignore is the downside to it. A US-based software engineer demands a dowry anywhere between 70 lakhs to 2 crore, and the shocking part is many families actually agree to it because being settled in the US is seen as the biggest success in life. A young Hyderabadi girl who was also a software engineer got married to a US settled guy, and 6 months later she killed herself, and the family says there was a dowry harassment.
Couple got married 6 months ago, and Devika's parents claimed that there was dowry pressure on them, which possibly could have been the reason for her taking such extreme step.
Yep, that's so messed up. So messed up. They're taking advantage of entire situations. It's all manipulation. It's all trying to take advantage to further someone else's life.
This is the dark side of that settled life dream. Over time, the US IT dream stopped being an option. It became the proof of success, the only way of success. People stopped asking even the basic questions. Is this university?
See, you succeeded. You've made it. You made it. You made it. You've made it to the end result, apparently.
Even real? Is this consultancy genuine?
Yeah, that's what's funny is like, everyone's goal apparently is to get here. Our goal is to like finalize your visa and then we can go back. Because as soon as you get your primary residence, we can buy a house in India. We can travel back to India. It's so much like there are pros and cons to either. Like here, I mean, I guess you could call it to like the safety or like the yeah, like the air quality's better, things like that. But Well, I don't know. With some of the experiences you've had, I'm like, maybe not. Maybe not. The doctors, who knows? Because all the good doctors will try to travel out. Most of the good doctors, though, try to fly out. I mean, there's a reason why the majority of doctors I've seen my entire life here in the U.S. have all been Indian. Have all been Indian. Because they want to leave as well.
They only cared about one thing: I should somehow reach the US. Let me tell you about this one guy, Ramesh. He takes an education loan of around 25 to 30 lakhs. His family even keeps their ancestral land as collateral. Basically, everything they have is at stake now. He goes to the US with a lot of hope, but things did not work out the way he thought would work. He could not get a job, and slowly the visa pressure starts building. At some point, someone suggests an easy way out. They tell him, just enroll in a university. It's not real, but it'll keep your visa safe. Ramesh agreed for that and enrolled himself in a fake university. And one day, the immigration officers came to his place, arrested him and detained him immediately, and then he's deported back to India. But back in Hyderabad, the bank calls his father and says, if you don't clear the loan, we will seize the land. And just like that, what started as an American dream turns into a family nightmare. And the scary
Yeah, there has to be a good system in place, because America does need like a better tech jobs, opportunities, and things like that. There has to be like a H-1B visa opportunity, and the people who want to live here have the chance. Like, let's say they come here, work for 4 years, then their visa ends and they don't want to commit to living here, then they send them back, and already that's 4 years of working in the U.S. experience. And I'm pretty sure a lot of companies in India would look at that and be like, oh, he worked at an American company over in California for 4 years. That's a plus. Has a higher chance of getting a job in India in a tech job, a higher job. So it could be done that way, because again, the H-1B visa is overused in the U.S. Like, there are too many people reliant on it that there are not enough jobs for even Americans. However, Americans really aren't qualified for the positions, but there has to be like a balance to it all. There has to be a balance. There has to be like a openings for Americans, or chances for those foreigners on H-1B visas to become American citizens.
part is, this is not even a rare story. Scammers don't sell jobs here, they sell you hope. In 2024 alone, Telugu families lost around 220 to 250 crore to such scams. In 2019, the US exposed a fake university called the University of Farmington. Around 600 students were caught in the case,
Farmington?
and many of them were Telugu people. In 2023 alone, around 97,000 Indians were caught and expelled from the US, and most of them again were Telugu people. Let me be very clear, I'm not saying migration is wrong, and I'm definitely not saying IT is bad. In fact, what Telugu people have done is actually very amazing. They're some of the most hardworking people you'll find anywhere. In many cases, one person going abroad has completely changed the future of an entire family. Today, Telugu professionals are everywhere. They're earning well, they're working really hard across the world. In many US tech companies, Telugu people are literally ruling the system. The grit, the patience, the hard work it takes to reach there, it's genuinely admirable. But here's the only thing we need to pass and think about. The real question is not just where we are going, the real question is why we are going and how we are going there. How many people are choosing this path because they truly want it, and how many are choosing it because they feel like they don't have any.
It's funny because you're in the situation to where we did it because there is no option, and then as soon as that gets checked off the list, we can start going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because sure, America is fine and all, but there's like no end result. I mean, sure, if you got a job with your degree out here, I mean, we'd be set for life. We would be set for life. I mean, she's the intelligent one. I'm the retard. I am the retard. Truly, truly. I'm going to be honest about that. I'm going to be honest about that. But yeah, I mean, I went to a film college. You went to did a masterate. So yeah, I'm the retard.
The option. Success is great. Money is definitely important. Global exposure matters. But at the end of the day, there's one simple question we rarely ask. Are we actually happy? Do we really want this? If going abroad is your dream, go for it. But just make sure it's your dream, not the society's expectation, not the family pressure, not the fear of being left behind, not the FOMO. So ask yourself this one single question. Is this what you truly want? That's one question worth thinking about.
Yeah, I like her videos. It's rare. It's rare because normally I don't like I'm just gonna say I don't like hearing women's voices. I don't know why. I don't know why. For me, it's normally just earworm type thing. It just bothers me when I hear. I guess it's primarily white women. They have more of a nasally tone. Yeah, this Valley girl kind of talking. Oh my gosh, I hate that. I hate that. But yeah, I've never had an issue with her. I just realized that. I just realized that, like at the beginning of this one, it's like, oh, I've already seen 3, and I don't care. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I really like her videos. Very insightful, very informative. Even when she does something which I don't completely agree with, like the last one was like films. I was like, okay, this is kind of dumb. Maybe it's this, maybe it's this. And then she gets to the end. I'm like, okay, I like it. I like it. It makes sense. You're pointing out a lot of my favorite films here. Okay, it makes sense. But yeah, very informative, very informative.
You guys get the video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait like that.